I want to start out by saying thanks for choosing a Waterworks Lamson reel. Today we're going to go over some basic operation and some maintenance tips for keeping everything running nicely. So we'll start out with how to remove the spool from your Waterworks Lamson reel. The easiest way is to grab the frame with your fingertips and use your thumb to push from the back side of your spool, and they'll slide right off. Our spool is fastened with an O-ring in the gland cap, which rests around a ridge on the base of the spindle here. And when you put it back together, you should hear a snap, and that'll ensure a secure connection. And again, with our other models of Waterworks Lamson reels, it's going to be the same. And the one that's different is our 4 series. Since they don't have a full frame, the easiest way is to stick your fingers behind the frame here and use your knuckles and thumbs to press the spool out of the frame. Next, we'll show you how to change the retrieve direction on your reel if necessary. You'll want to start out by removing the spool as shown before. Then we'll remove this gland cap, which is the black toothed cap enclosing the drag assembly. And that unscrews counterclockwise. Underneath that, we'll have our clutch assembly, and this will control the retrieve direction. One side has writing visible on it, and you'll want this side facing up for left-handed retrieve. The other side has no visible writing, and you'll want this side facing up for right-handed retrieve. So when you're ready to reinstall it, determine which side should be facing out. Drop the clutch in the assembly, and you'll need to put your finger on it and twist until you hear it click and drop down 1/4 inch or so into place. At that point, you can reinstall the gland cap and make sure it's snug tightly on there by hand. Then you're ready to reinstall your spool. We'll go over a few extra maintenance tips for your reel. First off, it's a good idea to periodically check that your gland cap is nice and tight. You want to get that on there very tight by hand, don't use a tool. Next, after any time you use your reel in salt water, you'll want to rinse it out under running fresh water under the tap, and that'll make sure everything stays clean. If you do happen to get it submerged in salt water, it's a good idea at the end of the day to take it apart, rinse it out, but let it dry thoroughly overnight before putting it back together. And finally, never remove the dust cap or the drag knob. The dust cap is the cap with 2 small holes in the center of the drag knob. If you have any further repair questions or parts requests, please feel free to either give us a call or email us, and if we miss you during business hours, we'll get back to you the same business day. If you have a reel that needs to come in for repair, you can always find the most up-to-date information to do so on the warranty page of our website.